I 100%ed Unpacking, a cute game that follows the life of a random person that we have to get to know through what they pack. And you might be wondering, what's so interesting about unpacking a random person's things? Well, in order to get 100% completion, I'll have to complete the story and do a random selection of tasks that they put in just to add a little bit of frustration. Because remember kids, in video games, frustration equals fun. While this isn't an exceptionally hard game, it was still very fun to piece together what was going on in our life just by unpacking boxes. And while I could piece together a lot of it, I would definitely like to know what other people see that I missed. So, let's get moving. The year is 1997, and we're standing in our first room that is all to ourselves. We take our soccer ball out of the box and put it next to our cubby. Finally. Some goddamn space from our icky younger siblings. In all seriousness, this is our first room, and from what it looks like, we like to draw, win soccer games, and force our stuffies to have awkward conversations with each other. We also like to put our diaries under our pillows because mom and dad are totally too old to climb ladders and see what we've been writing. Also, see this pig? Remember him. He's very important to the story. Now, you may have noticed I seem to kinda know what I'm doing. Well, that's because I've already played this game before, but not till the end, just this room. So this section is a little short, and that's because it took me 5 minutes to complete. Literally 5 minutes. So I'm kind of worried if this game is going to be short. I mean, I don't want this to just be like 5 minutes long, which is a very average length of time. Anyway, I put in the final touches, and in what felt like a blink, it's time to go to college. 2004. To some, the worst time to be alive. To others, the worst time to be alive. But for our character, it seems to be the best time for her, and while I could be jealous about the lifelong friends and higher education they're getting, that would be a waste of my short time on this earth. And while I was rambling, you probably noticed something different about this room. That's right, every 2000s kid's childhood! Now, I'm not judging the devs for this decision, but why the hell would you show me a way to hide things I don't want seen just to take it away from me for the entire game? And if you think this is about the books being put under pillows, you'd be right. I just want the book to go under the pillow. Please let me do it. Moving on, it seems like we're going to school for art, which is a totally lucrative business idea and not something rich people are trying to destroy for more money. But this is our first time being away from our parents, and now we're on our journey to independence. And in gaining our newfound independence, it's now time to tackle responsibilities like laundry, dishes, and hardest of all, not dying, which is hard when the game makes it so tempting. After unpacking the bedroom, it's time to unpack our bathroom, and it is just so annoying to see this person who I'm assuming is living in a dorm have a bathroom all to themselves. Like, who did you talk to get a bathroom to yourself? Maybe they live somewhere that actually cares about their students. But while working on the bathroom for a little while, I discovered that you can put things into the tub, and after discovering that, I go straight into the kitchen to get my toaster and put it in the tub. Yeah, I have no excuse for why I put the toaster in the tub as a first choice, but hey, I got an achievement, so when people ask, all I have to say is I did it for the achievement. The bathroom was easily completed, and now it's time to start unpacking the room that will continue to upset me for the rest of the game. And you might be thinking, what's so upsetting about the kitchen? And I could say something stupid like the unsafetyness of the kitchen or white people and their lack of seasonings. It's really more about how utterly annoying it is to unpack kitchens in this game. If it doesn't fit in the cabinets, you put it on the counter, and if it doesn't fit on the counter, you put it in the cabinets. And then after all that, you get these red outlines telling you, hey, you unpacked wrong? And I'm sorry, if you wanted it in a certain place, then you should have unpacked it yourself. Also, I got another achievement for putting the cookie jar up on the highest shelf, and if you're wondering how I figured that out, it's because I had no space anywhere. But apparently, all you have to do to make me not frustrated is tell me I'm doing a good job and I feel better. Now it's time to move on to bigger, yet somehow still small places. It's 2007, and now we have roommates. 2 of them, to be exact, and 1 bathroom. Yay! But this is good news because we are learning more about our character and their life. So far we know that they want to be an artist, and that's even more proven by the digital art tablet we unpack. We also know their favorite animal is a pig based on how many times we've seen the pig stuffed animal in the piggy bank. And now we know that they have friends, which we can't relate to. This section didn't take too much time. It was pretty quick, in fact, but I do want to take this time to say that I really love how you're able to tell this is the same person's life that you are unpacking, just by how many times you see the same things and the new things that show the development this person is going through. I love that kind of storytelling where you have to piece the puzzle together. Said no iPad kid ever. Also, we have a new mechanic of being able to see the layout of the house, which terrified me at first, but thankfully not everything is open for us to put stuff in. For now. We also know that our character has finally gotten a real job in customer service based on the corporate green smock they own, but no worries, they take the edge off by playing D&D with their roommates or doing yoga. 2010, the first year these glasses should have gone out of style, but didn't. Somehow. Now, if you have a keen eye, you may have noticed that this apartment is completely different than what we've seen our character live in the past. But you know, as time goes on, people change. And due to the fact someone lived here before we moved in, maybe we changed because of this person. And here's our 20-sided die, so maybe we didn't change all that much. Now, the fact that we're changing isn't a bad thing, but this apartment is just not something I can see our character enjoying, just based on what we know about our character. And clearly, past me agreed. Where the hell are we? Something new that we can do now is move things that were already there, which is kind of cool, but see, you're watching a people pleaser play this game, so you won't see me do it too often. I know I said this game is really cute and wholesome, but there is a very scary part to this game, and it's about to come on the screen, so I thought I'd give you some warning before it comes up. Oh god. Oh god, here it comes. Oh god, it's horrifying. Yeah, I know. It's a ukulele. How is that horrifying? Well, my constantly inquisitive viewer, it's horrifying because there is just nowhere to put it. You'd think this character would be more careful with their instrument considering we see it again until the end of the game. But no, in all chapters of the game, you're not able to put it anywhere other than lying on its back, and hopefully on a shelf. And you know, maybe this isn't a big deal and it's just a bunch of pixels, but that's not good enough for me. I need everything to have its place, and I can't do that with this stupid ukulele. And this just begs the question of who the hell is this person? Grace Vanderwall? Well, we do know one thing about this person for sure, and it's that they moved in with their boyfriend. We can figure this out based on the one bedroom with a shared closet and the new ability to move other people's stuff around. But sadly, it's very obvious that this relationship isn't going to last, from how very different their aesthetics are to how little space our character has. And the thing that really proves this is how our character has to hide her passions and stuff in order to be part of the household. I mean, it took me a good minute to realize our character's degree wasn't going to go on the wall. Does this mean this goes underneath? Oh. That's kind of depressing. But you know what? Maybe in the next section they'll move into a bigger area together, one where they can... It's 2012, and we're standing in our childhood bedroom again, moving boxes stacked on top of each other and on furniture. This room used to feel a lot bigger. Obviously, we are no longer with our partner, and our parents took our sorry asses back. Now we have to unpack our belongings and pick up the pieces. I have to admit, it is nice to see the familiar faces of our old stuffed animals and stuff we couldn't take with us. I'm sure some of you noticed that I put some of the stuffed animals under the bed because I thought this game would have been like, hey, adulthood is here, the character just got dumped, so put the stuffed animals away to show that you're aging and getting depressed. But no, I should have had more faith. The character is the type of person to feel bad when the stuffed animals fall off the bed accidentally. And that's really it for this chapter, other than the chicken population growing and the insect we own, but that doesn't really tell us anything other than they're a collector. The most we can do is hope that our character gets better and can move on. 2013, we have officially moved out of our parents' house and into our first apartment, which is so exciting, no longer having to work around other people's things and being able to put my stuff exactly where I want it. With our chicken collection growing and our old stuffed animals placed lovingly around the house, it's starting to feel a lot more hopeful for us. And we got our own office. That's right, we just got a whole lot more professional. And apparently we're Jewish, which isn't a bad thing, I just really did not expect that. Now it's pretty clear that we could only really afford some of the more basic furniture just based on the fact that we have 2 beanbag chairs in the living room, but look at this wardrobe we have. And it turns out this apartment has been really good to us because in 2015, someone moves in with us. This is exciting, but brings another challenge of trying to figure out where to put the damn ukulele. I can't put it here, I can't put it there. No, I put it here because someone who plays the ukulele would disrespect it this much by putting it here. And you may be thinking, what do you know about instruments? Well, I know that if you're not going to put your instrument on a stand, then you put it in its case to protect it. This is just multiple levels of idiocy playing out right before my eyes. But after 2 years of trying to find the best place to put it, I put it in the place that pissed me off the least. and started unpacking the person stuff for them, which was one of the first things that set me off about this being my partner. Now, who is this mysterious partner that's moving in with us? Well, they own quite a lot of plants, have this weird head thing that makes me think they make masks like Uncle Frank and Mrs. Doubtfire, have this award thingy that was possibly won because of the head thing, and have way better style than we do. They also have a tiger plushie. So to recap what we learned about our characters so far, they are most likely an artist, they enjoy playing D&D, their favorite animal is a pig, they like video games, and now they have a romantic partner moving in with them. This partner of theirs seems to either be a makeup artist or a mask maker, has a tiger plushie that mirrors our pig plush, and for some reason has a walkie-talkie, and I don't know what it's for, and still don't. They also brought a rice cooker and a bamboo steamer, which, score? I would love to have those. And for completing this chapter of our life, we get the love achievement. It's 2018 and we have a huge house, and is that a crib? We have a kid? Apparently we have married and had a kid with the same partner back in 2015, just based on how the same white and orange boxes are being used along with the brown boxes we've been using. And because this is the last chapter, I figured I'd go into a bit more detail of how I decorated it, starting with the entrance. I placed the shoes on the shoe rack, and I think this is the first time all the shoes were actually together in the boxes. Then I put some decor on the shelf, put the umbrellas in the wicker hamper, and then put the pictures on the wall. The last thing I took out of the boxes was our old purple bath towel and decided this was an indication that we should unpack the bathroom/laundry room. I start by taking the toothbrushes and toothpaste out of the box and putting them in the cup next to the sink. Now this will be a shock to no one, but it took me a minute to realize I could open the mirror cabinet, but when I did realize it, it was a game changer. Also, maracas. I finished putting the stuff on shelves and reveled in our laundry machine, and then it was time to move on to the walk-in closet. Now the walk-in closet was the funnest part of the house for me, oddly enough, but it was also pretty quick. So I start by unpacking this cute wicker hat, take out all the clothes and hampers in order to better organize them at the end, and look at it, it's so pretty. Also, we have a safe? Just felt the need to say that because for some reason it shocked me when I first saw it. Now the master bedroom isn't interesting, like at all. But hey, the chicken collection is finally complete. The kids' bedroom is cute, but I had a very hard time figuring out how to decorate it. But in this room, I was able to get the achievement for putting the pig plushie and the tiger plushie next to each other, and getting the achievement for putting the blocks in a tower. And after getting all the stuff out of the boxes, I rearranged them in a better order. Now, I hate how it looks for the most part, but I'm tired, so there's also a half bath, but there's literally nothing in it, so moving on. The next room is the office, and this is where we find out that we are now a children's book illustrator. I'm a children's book writer. Oh, that's great. Or an illustrator. This is so cool, and to see it's about our childhood stuffed pig is adorable. You know the phrase, "it made my heart squeeze"? That is exactly how it felt to realize that. And look at our new drawing tablet. It's so cool. I love it. Next was the dining room and the kitchen, but nothing happened here, so here's me completing them at 2x speed. And then in the living room, I had so much trouble trying to figure out where to put the Wii, but after placing everything down, I finished tidying up and got the achievement for Unpacking 2018. And then it was time to be kind of weirded out by this cutscene. What? Oh, it's over.
The moving truck pulls up, there's a knock on the door. Now all your stuff is here, in boxes on the floor. You open up a box, there is so much to do. I open up my heart, this is now a home for two.
Okay. Uncomfortable.
Your houseplant brightens up the dreary windowsill. Your blanket keeps us warm in the evening chill. We pull your favorite mug out of the packing foam.
Now the song is cute and all, but I just wasn't feeling it at this time, so I'm just gonna go straight to the end because I couldn't skip it, but that doesn't mean you have to suffer too.
Myself, you cut the tape with my
Oh, that's
Stanley
sweet.
knife, and we unpack our
That's sweet.
life. We unpack our life. We unpack our life.
Aww. The stupid ukulele still haunts me, but oh, that's so sweet. And like I said in the beginning, time to be frustrated because now I have to get the rest of the achievements I didn't get earlier. Now I know I kind of mention it, but we were getting stickers just for completing the chapters, so I have all of those, and I've gotten a lot of the easy ones like making a math problem with the magnets in 2015, finding a place for every plant, setting the time on the microwave. So in order to finish my goal, I solved the Rubik's Cube and turn on the radio in 2004. Then I tried to achieve the brewing a coffee achievement, but after trying for 5 minutes, I gave up and did the rediscover childhood achievement by hanging an old poster on the wall. And in an effort to achieve the gaming achievement, I turned on the computers to somehow play a game. Now I realize how stupid it was not to turn on the gaming console when the sticker is clearly a gaming remote. God, I'm so stupid. I was finally able to figure out the coffee sticker after just placing everything that looked like stuff you'd use to make coffee with, and I was able to get the hat on head achievement by taking our partner's mask thing and putting one of her hats on it. And I'm not gonna lie, I had to use Google to figure out the flush 'em all achievement because flush 'em all implies that there's something to flush, not just pushing the lever. It's not a big deal, but it still kind of pisses me off. But after that, I finally 100%ed Unpacking the game. And I have to be honest, this game was really cute. The storytelling was phenomenal, and it actually managed to make me feel something. The way this game succeeds is how simple yet utterly profound it is. Showing different aspects of someone's life, like their religion, their favorite toy, the soap they always buy because it's always worked for them, are all things that we do but never realize show how we live. In going into this game, I thought it would be more about putting things in different areas and completing dumb challenges that don't do anything other than exist. But I came out of it with more respect for my hobbies and what they tell people about myself. From the little things like my millions of markers and pens because I like to write pretty sometimes, to my cubby of embroidery stuff, things that don't really matter to most, but are things that help me and inspire me. And while I will always love games that require me to hone my skill, I think it's nice to just take a breather with a game like this and just follow the breadcrumbs that this game leaves out. I would 100% recommending playing this game as just a breather from the outside world. And while things get tough, it's nice to know that if we were all to just disappear, our belongings would show who we are. And for me, that's really comforting. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was genuinely so fun to make, and I hope this helped you in whatever way it needed to. Bye!